Hi, everybody. Welcome to engineering. I'm Joel Klammer, if you haven't already met me. Hello to both students and parents. This is my 16th year at Concordia. My wife, Jane, teaches high school art, so you might see her in the Rittman Center. I have a daughter, Katie, who graduated from Concordia years ago, went to undergrad at Concordia University Chicago, med school at Michigan State, and is now a resident at Cleveland Clinic. I have a son, Aaron, who many of you as students would know. He's going to be a sophomore this year, interested in a few things as well. Hopefully you'll get to meet him. Currently, I'm teaching AP Physics 1, AP Physics C, Engineering, Algebra 2, and Applied Marine Research. Originally, I'm from Michigan, then I taught in Chicago for 7 years, Hong Kong International School for 12 years, and the last 16 years here at Concordia Shanghai. Currently, I'm a Large Hadron Collider Fellow. I get to actually go around the world and talk about particle physics for students and teachers. And I help write the Global Physics Bowl exam each year. My hobbies include scuba diving, I'm an instructor, ice hockey, which I wish I could play more of, Muay Thai, and boxing. Enough about me. Moving on, a little bit, probably most important things on here. My contact information, here's my email, my cell phone number, Skype, which no one seems to use anymore, mostly Zoom. My WeChat information, which you can also use the QR code shown there, and my home phone number if you're really, really desperate before 9 p.m. Please feel free to contact me anytime. I am available before school from 7:30 to 8:30 in the morning, and after school from 3:40 to 6 p.m. every day except Wednesdays when we have a faculty meeting. Engineering 1, extremely hands-on course. It's very active. Focus on this course are robotics, which you spend the first couple of weeks doing, some 3D printing, base electronics, and simple programming. Microprocessors, both the Arduino, which is a very simple board one, and ESP chips, which are you can very easily program, and they have built-in Wi-Fi. And then you're going to work on a final project either individually or with a partner, using all the ideas or some of the ideas you've worked on this semester. It's all classwork, very little take-home work, but there's still a few homework assignments, and there are some written tests that you'll need to study for. But even your final project will be mostly done in class. It's very hard to take it home and work on it. That does mean, however, you might be spending some time in the engineering lab before school, after school, or during your study halls, if I can be down there. Engineering 2, I should explain, Engineering 1 is a one-semester course. Engineering 2 is a one-semester course. Also a very active hands-on course. Engineering 2 focuses on structural design, 2 and 3D design, isometric drawings and using AutoCAD, Raspberry Pi interfacing using Python as a language, and again, a final project that somehow incorporates all those ideas as well. And again, there's still a few homework assignments and written tests on this semester as well. I just want to show you some of the work. So for programming the robots, we start out with a very, very simple drop and drag language. You can sort of see this right here. You're going to be building robots, but the programming of them is very, very simple. You just drop and drag code and form these very simple structures. It's very easy for the students to get started and get the robots working right away. By the end of the first week, most of you will be driving your robot around using joysticks. It's actually really fun and a great way to learn. Over on the other side here, this is some Arduino code. It's actually written in a programming language called Sketch, but basically it's C, for those of you who learned C back in the old days. Very, very similar. You can write methods, procedures, and things of that sort as well. So you do end up doing a little bit of programming in this course beyond the actual building part. Here's some pictures of students doing work with our robots from last year, or maybe 2 years ago. Here's a robot on the desk. Here's a student dropping and dragging some code. And over here, they're programming the robot and about to actually take it into the field. Here's some videos from last year. These are actually fairly complex. I create mazes on the robotics field. And in this case, they had to use ultrasonic sensors to figure out when and where to turn. And I would change the maze randomly each time, so they couldn't just program in the turns automatically. They really did have to do it. And you didn't know which side I was going to start them from. I fit the coin each time. Sorry, yeah, they're kind of noisy. But you can sort of see it. And these are the type of robots they'll be building. And this is the robotics field where they'll be working. Next slide, I just want to give you a quick view of the room itself. It's a large room. It's on the first floor of the high school. This is the workbench with lots of tools and things. Over here is a laser cutter. You can sort of see it. We've got a CNC machine. Here's the actual robotics field where we do most of our practicing and working out. These are all work desks. These cabinets over here are actually robotic team storage. Here's the other side of the rooms. This is actually middle school tables right here. And then more storage space for all the robotics parts. And then there's tables here in the center, which are work areas. Over here are the windows. You can see the athletic office and the golf simulator on the other side of the room. And then we're back over to here. The computers on the side here are where the students do most of their programming. You can see some of the 3D printers. But just give you a feel for the room, especially if we don't have a back to school night this year. But at least you get a little bit of feel of the course, and hopefully it gives you some answers. The big idea here is please feel free to contact me anytime by email or WeChat, both if you're a parent or a student, if you've ever got questions or you're not certain about something. Thanks again. I'm excited you're going to be in the class. This should be fun. Thanks again. Talk to you soon. Bye.